I hope everybody's okay. Just a subscriber chat to my old subscribers, and if there's any new subscribers that decide to join. So yeah, all good, all good. There was 2, but I've dropped out. Got 2 thumbs up. That's okay. No problem. I will drop in, drop out, or maybe rewatch it at a later stage. So I trust everybody's all right. I'm hoping I'm going to get the... Oh, ET, how you doing? Let's go. Good. So I was just about to check, see if I could see the comments, and yours popped up. So yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. I subscribed to your channel today, ET. Yep. I did that. I did that. So let me just check all messages. So I pressed on all messages. So that should be here. All good. 4 in the house. All good. All good. Beautiful day here today. Really, really good. Hi Andy, how you doing? One of my mods. Keep an eye on it all. Thank you very much. Yeah, been a really nice day here today. Not done much. I got up this morning, went for my walk, and walked up the steps as well. I done 45 minutes. Good, Andy. Not long, February. So I done 45 minutes walking around the stadium, and then I done 15 minutes walking up the steps. The last one, I did give it a little bit more of a sprint, and at the moment the knee's okay. Should take my time really, but I can't help it. That's me. That's mostly why I buggered it up in the first place. Hi Gary, what are you doing? Live from the Tiki Bar. Close. We're doing a little bit of work on the Tiki. 49 days. Yeah, not long, mate. That'll fly by. Yeah, I got it, Gary. I got what you meant. I'm doing a little bit of work on the Tiki. I've got another video coming out in the next couple of days. Hi, Paul. How you doing? I've got another little video coming out in a couple of days about Tiki. Done a little bit on there, a bit of work that I didn't expect, but you'll see. You'll see. So, yeah, all good. All good. So it's been a beautiful day. I've just been out on the bike this afternoon and got a few bits. And really not done much. I say, apart from this morning getting up at 5:30, and I get down there about 6:30 at the park. And nice, quite a lot of people there this morning. Beautiful morning. It was a beautiful morning down there. A lot of people now doing it. Also, it's so much cooler in the mornings. Yeah, it's all right, Andy. I mean, it's still a little bit stiff, but then again, I expect it to be, because I think when I went on the road trip, then obviously that really didn't do it any favours, because you're on the bike and you're sort of your knees bent, isn't it, and stuff. And so the last day that in Krabi, when we went out to the market, the night market there, and it was giving me jip, like I said in the videos, and I thought, I need to rest this. I should have rested it. Yes, mate, this is my home. This is my home, Paul. And yeah, so that's why I decided to come back, and I just rested it, and Nurofen, paracetamol, just keep up the pain relief, and then icing it a lot, and then pretty much 2 days I stayed in bed with it elevated and iced, and painkillers. Seems to have done the trick, and it's day 2 now, the walking, so it seems to be holding out. It could be just wear and tear, 'cause I'm getting old, so hi Anne, are you okay? Yep. And so yeah, so it seems to have done the trick, and I thought, well, 2 days walking, and done a little bit of steps walking up, like I said earlier, and so it seems to be all right. ET, audio crackling a bit. Okay, thanks for the feedback. I'll move a bit closer. Miguel, Melbourne. Yeah, all good. Dowlow, thanks for joining. You said you was gonna. Is the audio a little bit better now? Yeah, that's no fun, Andy. I mean, Lisa, she's had discs out for years, and she manages really well. No medication. I think she's got used to it. But she does manage well with it, and so we all have to get it. Aches and pains. I always remember my mum telling me, she said, "Don't get old, Tony." She said, "You won't like it." I don't like it, and I don't. Aches and pains, but it's just good audio, Dowlow. Cheers, thanks very much. Yeah, so I'm hoping it's done. I do stretch it out before and after. Pre-stretch for about 12 seconds, and a post-stretch about 20-25 afterwards. I'm a bugger for that. I don't normally do it. I should know, because No, Paul, I'm in Panga, which is the province that you have to pass through to get to Phuket. We're about 40 minutes from the gateway, Saracen Bridge. So, yeah, we're in Panga town, really. Yeah, Panga's a big province. Most people know Panga for Khao Lak. It's in the same province, but apart from that, that's what most people know. But it's a great province. It seems to be. Yeah, we've been living here. 4 years. 4 years. We moved from Koh Tao, the Gulf of Thailand. We lived there for 5 yees, and I mean, I know a lot of you guys know this, but I just want to bring some new subscribers up to speed. Lived there, moved to the mainland, and we rented for 5 months while we had this built. We had this built 151 days, 95 square meters. I've got the videos on there. The build. The first couple of videos are about the build, and then I done one of like when it was finished and dressed, because Lisa dresses it really well. Like we've got our furniture in, blah blah blah. So we brought all our furniture from Koh Tao in a truck. Paid a company in Koh Tao to ferry it all over to us. So yeah, so we put all the stuff in the little we had a little brand new 2-bedroom terrace place in the town, opposite the hospital, Panga Hospital, and we just put everything in one of the bedrooms. Really, just got out the bed and the TV and the TV thing and one part of the sofa, and just lived like that really for 5 months. It weren't worth undoing everything and then putting it all away and then doing it all again. So we just sort of stored everything in there. And that worked really well. That was only £5 a month, which was pretty good. And the water was free. Thank you very much, Andy. I know, yeah. They can be. I mean, this was 500,000, but we had a couple of quotes in. Yeah, there's a few bars here. Mainly, I mean, there's loads of restaurants here. Absolutely loads. The only Western I know, I'm reiterating on, a lot of you know. There's a KFC and there's a pizza company. That's about the only Western influence here. There are a couple of restaurants that do Western food, but it's mainly Thai, and there's hundreds and hundreds of places to eat. It's very, very Thai, which is what we like, because on Koh Tao, there's a big expat community there, and we loved it there. Got some great friends there still, and we keep in contact with them. And then I love living on Koh Tao. I used to dive pretty much every day. To be honest, I used to do road trips on the bike, get the night ferry about 11 o'clock. Used to go to Champon or Suratani, then get over. So like that area, Champon, Suratani, Patrup Kiri Khan. Pool in meters, it's 3 meters by 5, and it's the deepest is 1.5 meters. There you go. What else do you want to know? Yeah, but yeah. So we've been here for the 23rd of this month. We've actually been in Panga for 5 years. So we had 5 years in Koh Tao and 5 years here. So next year's the start of our 11th year living in the kingdom. Yeah, I mean, to say 40 minutes is the gateway. So if you want to get into sort of Talang, which is sort of pretty much the first village, it's about an hour. And into the central, like I've done the Phuket one a little bit, Paul. Pasatine, didn't we? Yeah, a little bit. I know enough to get by. I mean, I took Thai lessons when we first got here. Yeah, put it on, Dad. It's a beautiful place, Panga. There's so much to see. Like on the road trip, you see, I took the guys to the viewpoint and the turquoise pool and the big Wat there. But there's loads of places. There's loads of places here. Sumet Nang Shi, that's one of the best views I've seen in my life. And I've seen a few. That's a really beautiful place. And yeah, there's loads to see here. A lot of them are free. A lot of them are pretty cheap. I mean, Sumet Nang Shi, I think you pay 90 baht to get the 4-wheel drive up there and back return, which is nothing, is it really? What's that? 100 baht's about 220, something like that. So it's about £2, £1 each way. I actually, the first time I went there, I rode up it, and I have got a video on that. I rode up there, and then when I went up, they've got a barrier now, because I came in early in the morning, and there's a guy sitting in the kiosk, and he like waved at me, and I waved at him, and I thought, just waving at me. So I just looked up there, and when I come down, I realised he was trying to stop me going up there. But I got up there, a bit of a climb. I'm sure Andy will come down at some point. We will meet up. Yeah. Just let us know, mate, once you get here and get settled in, and let us know your plans. And if it fits in with your plans, Andy, then I'm sure we'll get together and sink a cold one. I'm sure it'll happen. I'm sure it'll happen. Yeah. So, so Panga's a bit of a forgotten province, I think. Only living here sort of 5 years, but it spans from Phuket, Krabi, and Suratani. So it's pretty much central. You know, we're 50 minutes from Khao Lak. We're an hour and a half out from Ao Nang, which is Krabi. So we're, 40 minutes to the gateway Phuket, an hour to get to town, like I said. So it's pretty central, really, for me, for South. I mean, I want to go down. A friend of mine, Mike, free ride again. Yeah, that's in Krabi. That's in Ao Look. That's amazing, that what, and it is. I mean, it is just amazing outside. You go inside. I'm sure you've seen the video, guys. Chocolate Man in Thailand, he documented it really well, and so did Chuck and everybody and stuff, and all the guys, they documented it out. We all had the same sort of videos coming out, but everyone's got their own slant on it. Everyone's got their own style on it, So, but that is a pretty amazing place. Here's the coffee there. Yes, mate. Yeah, Dowlow. I mean, to say, Koh Tao was great. It was good for the diving, and I had some friends there before I retired and we moved there basically. So I got a little place to rent before we got there. Friends sorted that out for us, blah blah blah, and then we just went from there. We just turned up on Koh Tao with two backpacks, two big dive backpacks, and that was it really. And the rest is history. We didn't have anything, and now we've got a bloody house full. Oh dear, yeah. So, yeah, it's a nice place. Oh, 33, you're a young bee, my word. Yeah, that's right. I want to go down. A friend of mine, Mike Freerider Garnier, he's a Canadian guy. I've done some riding with Mike. Amazing Thailand touring. He's got a Facebook page, and his YouTube page, I believe, is Mike Freerider, and he's ridden everywhere. I was told it once, the population of Panga. Can I remember? No, that's my age. I can't remember. I'm sure someone might look it up. But it's a big province. I say a big province. So the main town is here where we are. We're about 5 minutes from the main town. So, as I said, it's really quiet here, and, we want to whip into the town. There's not a lot of bars, as I said, which it suits me. It suits me. But I used to drink quite a lot, but I don't drink that much now. I do like a cold beer in the pool now and again. Spring chicken, Andy, isn't he? I'm nearly twice your age. 63 next year. 63 next year. Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it was a giggle, and I look forward to the next one. The same. Mike said to me, he's ridden everywhere, all up north. He lives in Bangkok, but he goes absolutely everywhere. He even rode to Everest from Bangkok. He's been everywhere. China with Hondas in China. He's got a NC 750 Honda that's done 240,000 kilometers. And he said the best road he's done is on the road down south to Batong. So, that's got to be on my list because I'm down here, I'm down south. I mean, I've done Pai, Mae Hong Son, I've done all that. And that's amazing. But, it's about, I think it's about 1,500 kilometers. Yeah, Koh Tao's great. I mean, I love Koh Tao. We've got some great friends. As I said, it's a beautiful island. No, I'm using my phone. The little DJI Osmo Pocket that Joe gave me. It's changed my my video in for sure with the stabilization. It's brilliant, and it's so much easier to use. This is my just cheap Chinese phone. A friend of mine, Abe, and Mike have got one of these. It's an Oukitel WP5. It's IP67. It's waterproof to 1.5 meters, blah, 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 usual stuff. First time I dropped it, the screen cracked. So, hey, but it's got an 8,000 milliamp battery. It's Android 9, I think. And the 8,000 milliamp battery is brilliant if you've got your GPS on the bike, and it's good. Yeah, it does it. Yeah, and I say the live streaming I do, and people say the audio is pretty good, and the things, the video's pretty good. Yeah, do some islands, mate. Do some islands. I mean, from Phuket you can get across to Koh Yao Yai, and that's supposed to be beautiful. I don't think you take a car on there. You can hire a bike there, and that's supposed to be beautiful. Friends of ours from Koh Tao went there, and they said it's stunning, absolutely stunning. So the thing is, like I've said, Thailand is an amazing place, and it's massive, and you're never going to get around it. So don't try. Just sort of think, right, I'm going to do the south, or I'm going to do wherever, or I'm going to go to that area and supply, and then take your time. You know, take your time and just enjoy the whole thing. Because if you rush it, you do. You know, you won't get it all in. You know, like the guys said, they come down this way again. I said, you know, there's lots to see here. Cement Nang Chi, some more viewpoints. There's in the village where I live. There's some cave art. It's a small cave, but it's got all the art in it. You know, from hundreds, thousands of years ago. And there's loads of little places. You know, the Tamtapan is like a wat where the monks are, and it's got like them pictures. If you're a bad boy, not a bad badger. If you're a bad boy, you go to hell, and it's got all the torture stuff and all that. It's got a big dragon there. I've done a video. I keep saying I've done a video on it, but I have. You got to look back at them. And but there's loads to see here. I love living here. It's a fantastic place. For me, and say this is for me. But if we want to go to Phuket, like me and Lisa go down to Ao Nang sometimes, or we'll go to Rayleigh. I don't think they take cars, the Pattaya Hua Hin. They've opened up the new one from Sattahip, which is 400 kilometres from me down south, to from Songkhla, which is 400 kilometres from me, over to Sattahip. So that cuts across. It's 20 hours. And I checked with you, they've got a Facebook page, and they're really good. And for my bike, it's 500cc. It's 1,500 baht one way, but if you book a return ticket, it's 2,500 baht. That's a 20-hour. That's a chair. That's you can get a cabin bunk bed or rooms. They do rooms at 3.5 grand, so up to you. You know, 20 hours is a long time really, but you can chill it out, because you know you're looking at 2,500 baht. Now to get round there, that's like 1,000, so that's 2,000 kilometre plus a little bit of travelling to get there and back. So you're going to use that in fuel. And my bike's pretty good. I get about 400 kilometres for about 400 baht on my bike. So you know you're still looking, if you was to pay the fuel to get there, you're not that much better. I don't do any fishing. No, I don't. I did see your message. I don't do any fishing. I could. More time to relax. Yeah. It's 3 months the next trip. Sorry. Blue Sync, hi. New subscriber, welcome aboard. Thank you so much for taking the time to come on the live stream and for your subscription. Do appreciate it. I hope you enjoy it. Plenty of videos there to catch up on if you fancy catching up on them. A lot of places in Panga. There wasn't a lot of stuff on Koh Tao. There's a few old diving videos that I put on from Koh Tao. Sean, how you doing? How are you and Amanda? All good. Beautiful day here in Panga, as you see, Sean. Lovely. You'll be over before you know it. I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to that, Sean, you and Amanda. It'll happen soon. It's all sort of loosening up a little bit more, and I think, you know, for it to get back where it is, I think next year. But it changes, as I said, daily. You got to be comfortable if you're going to come, and be comfortable with what could possibly happen, really. But it is getting easier. It is, for sure. Yeah, no, all good. Say we'll go to Koh Tao, and we're gonna do a bit of diving there. Meet a lot of my friends there. We'll do there. We'll have 2 or 3 days on Koh Tao, do some diving. Try and sort out some diving in Khao Lak, because you've got Simlands here, so you can get a liveaboard for 1 day or 2 days for the Simlands. We'll do some of that, mate. I can assure. Nice bit of warm weather diving instead of dry suits or semi-dries. Rash vest and board shorts. That's the way to dive, mate. In 30 degrees. Definitely. Yeah, Lisa's got the kids. She's doing some baking with the kids. She's in there doing some of that. So, yeah, can't wait for you 2 guys to come. Be awesome. Andy's coming over in February. Andy, you say you're flying into Phuket or Bangkok? I think you said Phuket. Oh, right. DL650. Awesome bike. Hi, Tom. Thailand Digital Nomad. How you doing? Route 66. The Thai Route 66. Yeah, the DL650 is awesome bike. Absolutely awesome bike. They just brought a new one out, haven't they? Test of time, mate. Test of time, them bikes. People have used them to go around the world. Well, they are a decent bike. And Suzuki's, I had a Suzuki many years ago. Brian, how you doing, mate? How you doing? Good to hear from you. Hope you're well. Loving the videos, the drone shots you're doing. Top Gun, mate. Top Gun. Like flying a jet fighter. If I had a jet, I'd lose it. I would. I'd lose it. I wouldn't. I wouldn't even. No way. I'd lose the bloody thing. I have trouble dropping my phone. Good. Good. Cheers. Any of the mods, if you can put these guys' channel up. Yeah, one in Thailand. I've not seen many of them in Thailand, to be honest with you. But that mean you can't get them. Yeah, so Bangkok first week down in Pattaya. And yeah. Sounds like a plan, mate. And if you come this way, we'll see. So again, from Pattaya, the Satsahit ferry across to here. I don't know how much a car is. It's got to be 3 or 4 grand, I should think, for a car. But a motorcycle under 500cc. Because first of all, they said to me, "Oh, it's 2,500." I said, "No, my bike's 471cc." I said, "It's under 500cc." They said, "Can you send me what bike you have?" And I got it, and they must have a database. And they said, "Yeah, you're right, Mr. Tony." They said it comes in at 471. I said, "Yep." So yeah, Andy, that'd be an option if you want to do that. 20 hours, a couple of beers on board. But I watched Lucas Ride for Kicks. He done a great review on it when he went with his mates on a GSA. Done a great review. He does some great reviews on stuff. He does, Lucas. He does some great reviews on stuff, and that's where I picked it up from. But I was hoping, like, I can't remember who said at the beginning, like the Hua Hin Pattaya. I don't think it's working. I don't think it's working. If it is, it's only passenger. It's not cargo, or it might be. It's not for public vehicles. Public vehicles. So yeah, anyone put Brian's channel up, Tom's channel up. I can't remember who else is on it. Yeah, if you fancy doing that, put them up. I think most people know them. For any of my subscribers that are watching that haven't subscribed to these channels, so hit that button. Hit that button. Mitch has got a channel now with John. So yeah, I've road trips next year most probably. I'd like to go and do the Songkhla to Sattahip. I'd like to ride down to Patong. I don't know, on the bike. So I don't know. I've got to get Christmas sorted out, not out of the way, but Christmas done, and then New Year's we may go away for New Year. The prices last year were really good. All right, Andy, no worries. No worries, Andy. Don't worry about it. Oh, yeah, Chonburi. Yeah, Blue Zone. They've changed it all. Yeah, so because you've got Panga here, Phuket and Krabi, they're blue zones as well. And when they're blue zones, they tend to be a little bit more hot on the regulations of what you got to do when you book in places, because they're a blue zone. So I think if something happened and they didn't cross the T's and dot the I's, then I think they'd get into trouble. But yeah, nice to have a cold beer in the evening with your dinner. Absolutely. And when the guys come, they only had one beer. I said, "Do you want some more beer?" I brought a case of beer, and I thought they were going to stop a bit longer, but we went out for dinner anyway and had a beer. So sort of christened the tiki. But yeah, as I said, I've got a video coming out. Yeah, I don't know, Paul. I mean, the new variant there, they said they're thinking of locking them down again, which is crazy. But But it is what it is. So, you know, I mean, the pound's gone down against the baht because of all this. Again, it's gone down a little bit. Blues Inc. Yeah, free zones. I think it'll happen soon, Blues Inc. I think it will. It's come a long way. And it must be a hard thing to manage, isn't it? Because, you know, the world is happening in the world, isn't it? So everybody's eyes are on everybody's eyes. And what are they doing? And do we do that or don't we do that? Hey, it is what it is. And you just got to learn to live with it, really, and just go with the flow. That's all I do. You know, no matter how much I worry about it or wish what would happen, it ain't going to change the fact of what happens, and I just go with that, really. Make the best of what you got. That's what I do. And I'm more than happy, you know. I love my lifestyle. Love it here. Love it here. So, yeah, next year, 11 years. Wow, where the has that gone? Yeah, where has that gone? Yeah, where's that gone? Goes too quick, guys, so make sure. Do it as soon as you can. Yeah, I got that, Blue Sync. Don't worry. I got it. Yeah, I think I like to change next year. Oh, hello, there was food up there. Ko Chang to Phuket, yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Dowlow. If you don't ride a motorcycle, I wouldn't ride one here. I've ridden a motorcycle since I was, I don't know, 14, 15. I used to go on a Sunday morning to a government place, and I learnt to ride a motorbike when I was 14, 15. Before I got my moped license at 16, so I learnt to ride, and I've been on bikes all my life. Here, it's the Wild West. You've got to think that everybody's out to kill you. That's what you've got to do, and don't rant and rave about what you think they should be riding like. This is how they ride here. You have to adapt your riding to that. You know, that's what you got to do. Too many people think that, you know, it's a racetrack. Even some Westerners think it's a racetrack, and you know, a lot of people, unfortunately, don't work out right for them. So yeah, you got to just ride. You know, I was always told only ride at the speed you want to come off. You're happy with coming off. So you know, even at 30 kilometers, 40 kilometers an hour, 50 kilometers an hour, 30 mile an hour, you know, that's why I always wear it. I don't preach on what people should wear. Then maybe many years ago I did, but now I don't. Yeah, it can be a bit airy, and some of the roads are good. And you'll come around a corner, and there's a cow or a dog asleep in the road. No, yeah, you're right there, Paul. Bang on, bang on. It's not the right place. So maybe a little scooter or something, just as if it depends where you live. If there's like, you know, local shops or something like that, maybe a little scooter just to go to the shops in or something on the little side roads. Yeah, that'd be all right. But even so, you got to expect the unexpected, and just think, you know, people pull out on you, and that's the way it is here. Doesn't make it right, but that's the way it is. So if you don't modify, as Branston, if you don't modify your riding or driving, you'll come a cropper. Don't expect everyone to ride or drive how you think they should, because they're not going to. I mean, the education's getting better. I mean, the only way to educate a country is to do it through school, about wearing crash helmets, you know, taking tests and stuff like that. And so, because if you try and do it with an older generation, it doesn't. A lot of people, it will get installed in some, but the only way to do it properly is in the schools from a young age, so they grow up with it. They grow up with it, really. It's the only way to like install things. Yeah. I mean, you go back 40, 50 years in the UK, no one wore seatbelts. People didn't wear crash helmets on motorcycles. You know, you look at old footage, it was the same. It's the same, you know. And I'm sure that countries that used to will look at the UK years ago and go, hey, you're crazy. But that's how it was. That's how it was. There's Branston. What are you doing, Branston? What do you want? Yeah. Could you come over here and knock my phone in the water? Oh, Pickle's there. Branston's there. Cooling down a bit now. That's when they go mad. Normally in the daytime, they're like somewhere in the shade, asleep. Because it's too hot. As it starts cooling down, they start going crackers. Yeah, so pretty much a chill day, really, to be honest with you. So, as I said earlier, my walk this morning went really well. Knees on the mend, touch wood. Been out on the bike, a little blast around town on my bike, done a little bit of shopping. Nothing exciting, really. Hey, that's how I roll. That's how I roll. So, at least as the children, like 5 till 6. for an hour. Just does baking, a bit of arts and crafts with them, and that's how they pick up the English language like that. You know, obviously she doesn't charge for it at all. She does it because they're the local children just down here and stuff, and so she just does it, to help them with their English, really, which is good to give back. I'm just thinking about maybe rescue may start up again. I don't know. Maybe it will. If it's meant to, it will. And so I should most probably volunteer for that a couple of days a week. If it all starts up again, maybe. Nothing in concrete, but you never know. You never know what's around the corner. Apart from someone pulling out. Yeah, when we went up to Pai down Mayong Song, around the corner, cow landing, 2 or 3 cows landing in the road. It's like, what? Yeah, so, and I agree with you guys. It's all about, oh, hello, have I missed some? Oh, I've missed them again. I don't know why it's not coming up. Let me just catch up, guys. Oh, yeah, I watched that. Right, where am I? On the road. Yeah. Let me just catch up on these. Like a few misses, main roads. Yeah, 30 and a wake up, I think. A big lizard. That was a good channel. I'm catching up again. I don't know why it's not coming up. Do 2 dash cams. Yeah, I got a dash cam on the front of mine. Yeah. Sorry, Dowlow. Sorry about this. I don't know why it's not coming up, and so I'm not ignoring you. Push bikes on the road in Bangkok. No, thank you. Yeah, there's 2 of them. That's next door's doggy. Yeah, Paul Joe still can't jump in his new pool. Yeah, I said to him he needs to get a plastic bag and some duct tape. Yeah. The time here is about 20 to 6 in the evening. 20 to 6 in the evening. Oh, I didn't see that one, Paul. Oh, was that some time ago? Was Jim? And he had the dash cam, and they just reversed up, and boom, and they said that he had driven into the back, and when he showed the policeman the dash cam, yeah, that might have been Jim. I think he's still in the UK now. Yeah. Yeah. That old video, was it, Paul? Yeah, I think he had a little saloon car. I think it was a Honda something. I don't know. Yeah, I got a dash cam at the front in the car. Dave has got a good setup on his bike. I think it was about 4 or 5 grand from Lazada, and front and rear cameras, 1080. The pool is concrete. It's a Desduo pool, and it's plastic. It's like a plastic wall, and inside the plastic wall, you put rebar and concrete. Why is this not coming up? It says all messages are visible. Right. And it's a liner pool. And then they line it with like a liner pool. 10-year guarantee on it. Yeah. So it suited us. What I like about it, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, is the pump bit there. That's everything. That's the pump, the filter, the whole lot. There's no underground piping or anything. It's all there. And I know it looks a bit like a toilet, really. But we can upgrade later on and get a flatter one, which we may do. And you can get one that has a jet on the front that you can swim against. But hey. But yeah, it is a little bit like a toilet. But everything's there. It's only 2 horsepower, 2 kilowatt pump. So it doesn't take a lot of electric. I don't know why I'm missing these. It's so frustrating, guys, because I don't mean to ignore you. And if anyone thinks I'm ignoring them, just put a message up. I'm going to see that, am I? I've got them now, Andy. Daylight saving. Yeah, you have a camera here, definitely. I mean, I was looking about getting one on the bike for sure, but I've normally got my GoPro on. Or whatever. So yeah, we do. But yeah, pretty much now. Like, we use it all the year round. I mean, obviously in the rainy season, which we just come out of, you know, it's hammering down. And yeah, I don't mind going in the pool in the rain. I won't. Best not to go in the pool when it's like thunder and lightning. Not really, but in the rain it's all right actually, because it's still warm. But we don't use it as much, obviously, if it's hacking it down when you get monsoon. You know, we don't use it much there, but we pretty much use it all year round, really. Yeah. So it's good for that. And yeah, it's not well. It was a little bit chilly when I got in today, but obviously the winter times here, which is for me, is the best climate because it's cool in the morning, cool in the evening, but hot in the daytime. And now it's getting hotter and hotter in this sort of afternoon, which is warming the pool up. But you get in, it's just a little, and you're all right, and it's all right after that. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, yeah, all good. And it's nice to be able to use it. I mean, you know, just I have my morning coffee in here sometimes, you know. Thank you very much, Gary. I am. No, I've not had any snakes or lizards in the pool or in the pool. We have had a couple of snakes and lizards, you know, run past and stuff. Yeah, well, you know, you'll get snakes in Bangkok. It's the way it is. Night swims is good. Yeah, what we like doing is turning the outside lights off and the pool lights off, and come in the pool with a beer in the evenings when it's a real crystal clear sky and all the lights out, and it's great. You just sit in the pool with a beer and look up and the stars. Pretty awesome, to be honest with you. I'm a very lucky guy. There's a little like salamander type thing that knocks around here somewhere, and you can see him like on the top of the pool coping. He comes up there. We had a couple of snakes. I was making coffee one morning. One went across the front driveway, and then one come up onto the steps here one morning. It was a big, very grey, darky grey. I don't know what it was, but I don't really care what it is. You get cobras here, and king cobras here. I'm not that I've seen a cobra here, but there's cobras here and king cobras. But you know, I don't care what it is, even if it's not poisonous. Not a lover of snakes, despite having the king of snakes tattooed on my arm. Hey, but there you go. But yeah. Not in my pool, Andy. Yeah. A little skinny dip now and again. Of course you got it. But we've got neighbours now, so you got to be careful. No, Paul, we don't have to put a cover over it. You can put a cover over it if you know, you're going away and everything. But hey, we get a lot of stuff off the trees here, you know. And but no, don't have to do that. No peeing in the pool. I always tell everyone if they pee in the pool, it goes green. That's why I got the shower over there at the back. The shower there. If you're having a couple of beers, you don't want to keep. Steve, how you doing? You all right, Steve? Thanks for coming aboard. Yeah, so I got that because if you're dripping wet and you try and go through the house to go to the toilet, so I put that in there. So if the guys want a quick pee, you've only got to turn the shower off, and just take a quick leak. No, not at all, Paul. Not like America. I know America, it's mandatory to have a fence around the pool, but you don't have to do that here. There's no real sort of legislation for pools and stuff. I think not even in the big resorts, to be honest. You can do it in Koh Phangan. The knees all right, Steve. Just saying, I done my walk second day this morning. Walked up the steps. And it's good. Right, I'm missing these again. Marking time, Mark. Stop by the beach and looking for dinner. Yeah, nice one. That's what I love about Thailand. Wherever you go, you always find something to eat. You'll never starve in Thailand. You find somewhere by the beach, grab a cold beer. Eddie, how you doing? Grab a cold beer and a bit of Thai food or whatever takes your fancy. And that's the beauty of Thailand. Yeah, pretty much always warm, as ET says. It's not really. I mean, the cold goes down to about 25 maybe. And for a lot of people, like I know in the UK at 25, the barbecue's out and get the shorts on. I find it cold at 25. I put a hoodie on and maybe jeans or some thicker shorts. So yeah. Yeah, so Mark, that's one of the beauties I think of Thailand. Wherever you go, you know, you can find, you know, like a Thai meal for 40, 50 baht. Most places have got a cold beer, and if they don't sell beer, you go to 7 and take it in, and they don't care. You know, they don't care. You could take a cold beer in if get to 12. Yeah, up north, isn't it? And yeah, as long as they don't sell alcohol, you got to buy alcohol if they sell alcohol. But normally you can. Thai Nomads, how you doing, buddy? Subscribe to Thai Nomads channel. He's the guy that met the guys on the road trip before they came down here, and I think you left them in Champon or Suratani. Nakhon Phanom, yeah. So the furthest I've been up is Pai. So yeah, that'd be too cold for me, man. Yeah, with Andy, take the bare minimum, but what you said earlier, make sure you take your swimming trunks. Oh right, yeah, a spa. Well, you can drown in inch of water. I understand that, but yeah, if that's the rules, that's the rules, isn't it? Really. So yeah, yes, yeah, we're in Panga Town. Yeah, we've been Florida same rules. Yeah, I've been to Florida a couple of times. I love Florida. I think it's great. Yeah, we've been living here about 4.5 years. We rented in the town and had this place built. So yeah, good channel, Thai Nomads. I watched the videos and also with the guys. Seems like a top man. So don't forget to subscribe to Thai Nomads. Khaki shorts, jeans, and a t-shirt. Yeah, I find the t-shirts that are like the moisture wicking as the easiest because, like, especially when I'm on road trips, when I do on my bike, you can rinse it out, like in the sink with some shampoo. Well, not that I use shampoo, but shower gel. Rinse it out, and if you're in Thailand, you got your air conditioner on in the bedroom at night. This is why I learned this a long time ago on road trips. If you lay it on the floor, it will be dry in the morning. Underwear, socks, even normal t-shirts, and it'll be dry in the morning because before, obviously, that's why when I used to do the road trips, every 3 days we'd stop for 2 nights. One, so I could have a good few beers that night and not worrying about driving in the morning, and then I could get our washing all sorted out. So you spend 2 days in there. As soon as you get there, bung your washing in, shower up, find a place for the pool. If you stay for like a couple of nights, I used to make sure I had a pool, so you chill out the pool, have a couple of beers, go out for dinner, have some great beers, and then get up and then just explore around where you're staying for a little bit, and you ain't got to worry about riding the bike. And then obviously on the second night you've got all your clean washing. So I used to take wash clothes for like 3 days, but then like Climacool or moisture wicking are great. So you just wash them up, don't need ironing, wash them up with a bit of shower gel, rinse them out, stick them on the floor in the AC room, and they dry by the morning. That's a good tip, and they're always easy to wash and get done. So, unless you have a favourite shirt you want to bring with you, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So yeah, so yeah, the road trips in the new year most probably. Yeah, nothing fixed, but there will be some more. Definitely, it was nice to get away. I really enjoyed it. It was good fun. It was good fun. I mean, it was planned over a year ago. I was going to go on a road trip, but obviously the situation that we've all dealt with. Hi, Hong. Hiya, Ampal. You okay? They're talking away. Look, there they are. Say hello. Hello. So, yeah. So that was obviously all put back because situation we've all been in. We've all been in. And so riding around, but I've double vaxxed. I've got proof of vaccination. You need that still to get to Phuket. Well, I think I said before, you know, one time they wanted a PCR, a proof of 1 vaccine, AZ, or 2, and then a PCR going through the gateway. And I said, I'm not really doing that. I don't want to go to Phuket that much. I'll be waiting. And now it's just proof of AZ, which we've got. Show that. Away you go. And you got number plate recognition when you go through. So when you come back, number plate recognition, so it knows if you've come back for that day or when you come back. So it's all clever. You don't the Thai infrastructure's there. There's a lot that is in there. There's a lot of infrastructure that is in there. take me out off now. It's not sunny. Ooh. That's better. My old, what's that one? I got that in Mexico. Look at that. In Mexico, I done the Santa Rosa wall and dived the cenotes in Mexico. And these are the guys I went with. Yeah, dived the cenotes, the underground cave systems, and Santa Rosa wall. Got the from, where was I? We got the ferry, got all the dive gear, the bag, got the ferry out over to Cozumel. I think it was Cozumel. Walked on the ferry, got the ferry over to Cozumel, and then got out, got a bus with all the dive gear, got the Santa Rosa wall. It was about 4 of us. 4 of us, yeah. It was a couple of American guys, and I think there was me, and there was a Mexican girl called Candy. And we went, got a bus, the Santa Rosa wall, got there, hired a little boat. She knew what she was doing, and went down the Santa Rosa wall. And then came back, and then when we was in our hotel, went and done the cenotes, done 2 dives in the cenotes. And they were amazing. You look at your buddy next to you over there, and the water's so clear. You just look like you're suspended in water, but you got to be pretty good at it because your buoyancy is everything. Because if you hit the ground, it's all silt, and you just can't see jack poo-poo, can't see nothing, absolutely nothing. And so yeah. So, but that was exciting. Yeah, exciting. Yeah, exciting. Done a little bit of that. To the point of diving in Wastwater in the Lake District, probably the deepest lake in England, so I've been told. And all I found in there was a white lady still out of a hill and a can of special brew. And there was nothing there apart from silt. So we just finned up, turned round and finned like buggery and buried ourselves up to our waist in mud. Yeah, bored really, I suppose really. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend diving that. There's nothing to see. You know, if there's nothing to see, it's pointless diving it really, guys. Don't. If you're a diver, then don't let anyone just get you to dive so you dive deeper or whatever. If there's nothing to see, don't see it. Don't see it. I think the deepest I've dived is in Wales, an old fishing boat called the Lucy, 42 metres that was, all dry suit diving. Yeah, and that was off of, I think it was Pembrokeshire. Was that Pembrokeshire, or am I thinking of Devon? Such a long time ago. I'll have to look in the logbook. I don't know. Such a long time ago. I don't remember. I don't remember what I done yesterday, let alone God knows how many years ago. Anyway, digress. I digress. So, yep. So it's been quite, as I said, a quite chill out day. Just enjoying the evening, I'm sure. Looks like we're going to get a nice sunset. Let me just flip you around, guys. It's starting to look a little bit like Christmas. Let me just turn you around. The sunset's starting to happen. Yeah. Just starting to happen. They're singing the 12 Days of Christmas. Lisa's teaching them the 12 Days of Christmas. And they're going to do a little thing for their mums and dads on Christmas. So we've been listening to Christmas records all day. Nah, just kidding. Don't mind a little bit of Christmas tunes. But yeah, it's all good. Yeah, all good. So I'm hopefully do a little bit more work on the Tiki Bar. So there is a video coming out. I'll do a little bit of work on the Tiki Bar, but next week I'm probably going to start putting the first fix on the electrics. Put that in. Move a couple of things out from behind the bar because it looks a little bit like Clarky's tip really. Around there, I've got a lot of crap behind there I've got to sort out. Because when I'm doing bits on it, it's just easier to put my tools around there rather than put them away, take them out, take them down there. It's just easy to put that. So I've got a lot of old tiles there, which I took from down the side of the house. Got to have a little clear out. Got to have a little clear out. So, oh, can you hear them? Cicadas. Pretty much this time of night, every night. Cicadas. Sounds like my kettle. It's a whistler. Yeah, whistling kettle. A whistling. I bet you I've lost you again. Jesus. I've lost you all again. I'm sorry, guys. Dowlow, 60 kilo allowance, one backpack. Yeah, we had that when we first come. Jeans and shoes, what are they? Exactly. Sorry about missing all your things, guys. I'm sorry. Carry on. That's the best way, Andy. John Salong, not been there for over a year. Good shopping centre, actually. Sorry, Paul. Missed it. They're not coming up again. I'm going to have a look at it. I'll have to Google it and find out why they're not coming up. I've got all the notifications on. Yeah, Mark's moving. January. Sorry about this, guys. I'm not ignoring you. Yeah, it's nice having your own home. Yeah, although it is, because you can live it really as you would. You know, we don't go out every night. We don't go out a lot. We just stay at home, really. Yeah, they do. They'll have a little something. Lisa will do a little something for them, Andy, for them. And she's teaching them the 12 days of Christmas. So, we're on to jump on. Yeah, sorry, Tide Nomad. Sorry, I missed all your stuff. Yeah, people don't realise riding the motorcycle, it doesn't take it out of you. When you do 2 or 3 days on the road, that's why I used to again stay for 2 nights, you know. You got a Paul as well, Mark's getting all the stuff. I'm sorry about this. I'm glad you're chatting amongst yourselves, because I'm not doing much about it. I'm chatting, but it's close to Patty from Rayon. Yeah, getting old, mate. I do notice when I lift heavy stuff. Mr. Mitch is just the moderator with John. Mod God. No, Gary, I don't. I think if we go, I've not been back for about 3 years. If I go back, I think I'll suffer. Thanks, Dowlow. Appreciate it. I'm sorry I missed it. I know I keep apologising. I'm sorry. That's a good idea, Andy. So you can look back and see, no, it's gone again. Yeah, sunset. That's starting this time of year. You always get good sunset. Chuck is on no time to be sad when you're on a live stream. How do I know Panga, Tony? Well, we used to live on Coattail for 5 years and used to do some road trips. And I'll break it down really quick. A friend of mine, who I knew in the UK, his wife is Thai. They were building in Phuket. And so we were in Chiang Mai at the time, and he said, we're getting out of the ground in Phuket, do you want to come down? So we drove down Chiang Mai to Phuket, met them, stayed over in a hotel a couple of nights, and then they came to Panga. And they say that a place chooses you. And we come to Panga, and we stayed on Mint's mum's farm, which is really kind of her, and we fell in love with it. We did, and we were thinking about coming on the mainland. Another day I had a bad motocross accident on Coattail and I ended up on Koh Samui with concussion, blah blah blah, and so we decided to move to the mainland. And we come to Panga for 2 or 3 nights and we fell in love with it. And then when Tony had built his place and in Phuket, and then we were chatting one night and he said, you fancy about we can do build, and that's where it all started, really. Cheers, Gary. Yeah, sorry, Dowlow. Sorry, mate. Yeah, so that was just a quick breakdown there up in Panga. They say a place chooses you. And we did fall in love with it. We did fall in love with it. We stayed in a little place in the town to start with, where we come over, and then my friend's mum said, you want to stay here in the farmhouse? So we said, yeah, you know. Okay, Mark, you enjoy your meal? And enjoy the rest of your evening. Tiger to go. Good, I'm glad you got it. Yeah, but if you're down, check out Tiger to Go's channel, another motorcyclist. If you're down, let me know and we'll meet up. Or if not, the links that I sent you, the other places you want to check out if you're down this way. If I'm about, I should be, but if I'm not, you never know what's going to happen. Ricky, there's no ladies. Well, there is. My wife's in there with the teaching. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. You need another wild hog trip. But it's going to happen, I think, next year. Yeah, no ladies here, Ricky. only my wife. So yeah, that's how we ended up in Panga, to be honest. And so, as I say, the rest is history. The rest is history. But we do love it here. It's again a nice province. The town's lovely. Warragul. I've been to Australia once. In 1988, when Bondi won the America's Cup, I was in Perth. Yep. And Fremantle. That's kicking, Fremantle. Went down south to Bunbury, Margaret River. Hey, there you go. Margaret River, pretty cool. Bunbury, Perth. I always remember when we was in Fremantle, there was a bar. I think it was called the Freemasons Arms. And every 2 or 3 times a night, when you're sitting there at the bar drinking, a whistle or a bell would go off, and they would have a bucket of water and they would throw it on the floor to clean all the slops up. So there was one of them little things you put your foot on, so everyone had to jump up on that, or you get wet feet, wet shoes. Perth. I love Perth. My friend's still there in Perth. Got friends in Perth. And when I was in Perth a long time ago, 1988, I always remember friends that I met, and there was a guy called Tony Van Merrick. He was one of the leading surgeons in Perth at the time, and there was some anaesthetists and stuff. Well, I was at a friend's having a barbecue, and his wife offered to do me a vasectomy on the table there and then. I declined, obviously, because I don't want to put everyone off the barbecue. Yeah, 1988, awesome, loved Australia. Nearly moved there, nearly moved to Perth. There you go, look, backup car. Margaret River, beautiful, stunning. Absolutely stunning. You know, there weren't really a lot of social media. Well, there wasn't social media then, was there, really? It's a shame, because I've travelled quite a lot, and I've had some great, well, yeah, it's all in there, guys, all in there. I've got I'm keeping my finger on the screen and sort of moving up and down so I don't miss anything. Yeah, I love Australia. Great place. Yeah, I used to like the drive-throughs. Used to drink Swan Premium drive-through in my mate's station wagon. Pull up, stick the old case of Swan Premium in the back of the the back of the station wagon and pay them. Fremantle, love Fremantle. I mean, I'm sure it's changed now. 1988. I mean, God almighty, that's a long time ago. It was kicking then. Yes, I think it was the Freemason Arms, or the Fremantle Arms. I don't know. It was, yeah. I had a blast there, absolute blast. And of course, when Bondi won the America's Cup, party. Yeah. Andy, I'm sure I think when I went in '88, I used to get for a quid, a British pound. I got $2 then, and I can't remember how. I always remember that we used to go shopping in the veggie market, you know, and we used to fill up a big shopping trolley of vegetables and fruits, and then it would cost, well, it was either $10 or 10 quid. It's still cheap at the time, wasn't it? You're getting like $2 to the pound. So, and you know, it was a big shopping trolley full of, say, fresh fruit, all your fresh veg and everything like that, and it was cheap as chips then, and maybe that's why I liked it. But I loved Australia. Yeah, as I said, I nearly moved there. I nearly emigrated to Perth. Nearly, very close. Very close. Yeah, I don't think I could do it now. Not on my little pension. But as I say, I'm not bleating or not moaning. I have a great lifestyle. Absolutely great lifestyle. And it's about the lifestyle, guys. We've all been there. I was only there for about a month, 5 weeks, Paul. It was when, yeah, I like it where I am. I mean, I've travelled quite a lot, as I said, you know. No, my friends say it's not cheap, it's expensive. I've travelled quite a lot before, obviously, retiring. I was lucky to retire at 52, 53. But I've travelled quite a lot and enjoyed a lot of places. And I think it grounds you for, you know, what you want. And, you know, one thing I learned was, you know, work your plums off to buy crap you don't need to impress people you don't like. And I've done that, you know, big house, cars, everything. I've done all that. And yeah, I think that happened that changed my outlook really on stuff. And I may go into that at a later stage, maybe. Yeah, but anyway, upwards and onwards. Talk about the good times. Talk about it all good. Oh yeah, I loved Australia, as I said. Perth, kicking. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. No doubt, though, it's not as cheap as it used to be. When I first come here, I was getting like 70 baht to the pound. But and when we first moved to Koh Tao, I was getting 55, 56 to the pound. Now it's just under 45, I think. But you know, you can still have a great lifestyle on it. You know, you can eat for 40 baht, which isn't even a quid, not even a pound. You know, and if you want to eat Western food, yeah, of course it's going to cost you. And if you want to drink every time, alcohol's going to put, you know, the price up on your living and stuff. And I know a lot of people say, you know, buying somewhere, you know, having a place built isn't the right thing, and it's not the right thing for anybody. Tabitha, how you doing? The hotel, that's one of them. Get rid of that, somebody. One of these rubbish ones. A VOT, I think it is. Yeah, that's something, but you can still, but Paul, still in tourist areas, you go to Phuket, you go down to Ao Nang, you can still eat for 40, 50 baht, mate. You know, you can. I mean, it is getting more expensive, as I say, but, you know, eat for a quid. You know, a large Leo out of 7's 55, 66 baht. It's still cheap considering, you know, 45. You still have a great lifestyle. Still have a great lifestyle. When, you know, they reckon it's going to go up next year, the baht, but if it does, it does. If it don't, it don't. I still have a great lifestyle. As I said, we don't go out a lot. We live here as if it's, well, it is our home. And I know a lot of people say, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Our decision and what we're comfortable with in the arrangement we've got here is good. I mean, we've been in here 4.5 years now. If I live here for 10 years, I've lived here rent-free for 10 years on what I paid out on this place. And if I got what I paid out on it back in 10 years, then I've lived for 10 years free, haven't I? Because medical expenses get expensive when you're 70. And I'm 62, 63 next year. So, you know, it might be too expensive medical-wise for me to stay here. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, you'll always find, I mean, you know, you want a burger or something, or you want Western food, you're always going to pay more. But that's the same anywhere, isn't it? So, yeah, you know, and, you know, I never had this built to make money on. You know, I built it because then now all I've got is my utilities and I live in. Wherever you are, you've got to eat, haven't you? You know, and we cook like, you know, make a big chili, or I'll cook a Thai meal, or I'll go get a takeaway. It is, you know, we can go into town, we go down one of our restaurants, the garden restaurant, you know, and we'll have a, like, if we have like a banquet, you know, it's like 300 baht, let's say 400 baht, without a beer. Yeah, I won't really drink if I've got to drive back. I mean, it's only down the road, I might have one, but I don't drink that much now. That means there's always cold beer in the fridge for people comes around. So, you know, it's still a great place. And if the Thai baht weakens a little bit, then it'll be better on it. So, you know, and so we have a great lifestyle. We love our home. So we live like you would where you're living there in your home. May go out and have a date night once a week or once a fortnight. So, you know, it's still I think for me, it's still a great place to retire and spend a lot of time here, you know, a lot of time here, you know. So, yeah, all the visas are cheap. I mean, I'm on an O visa. Don't need medical insurance, but we got it anyway. And if that changes, I don't know. There's a lot of controversy over it's going to do this, it's going to go up, is the money in the bank's going to go up, this, that, and the other. But, you know, it's the same as the big bike license. They reckon last February, they were going to, everyone who's got a big bike over 400cc would have to take a big bike license. That's not materialised. If they change the visa, they change the visa, and then I'll have to cross that bridge when I come to it. And if I can do it, I'll do it. If I can't, then I've got to then take it on the chin and decide what we're going to do. Sassy May, Bruce, how you doing? Don't forget to subscribe. Sassy Man, Bruce's channel. Bruce is one of the guys come on the road trip with. Got the he lent James's Forza 350, and Bruce is riding ADV 750. Honda. You meet the nicest people on a Honda. That was their slogan. Pool chat, love it. Yeah, all good. Tyrish, g'day guys, how you doing? Got a good channel? Yep. Subscribe to that one. Tyrish, great channel. Sassy May and Bruce. $1, Andy. 23.79 for $1. Yeah. Go with the flow, yeah. In the village, not much. In the town, yeah, some of them have got some English. Yeah, about as much as I got Thai. I can, you know, I've been here 10 years, so I can get fed and watered, and I know how to ask for directions, and I know how to ask where the toilet is and stuff like that. So we get by. I got by for 10 years. I did take Thai lessons when we first moved over in Chiang Mai. I'm old, guys, you know, I'm getting old, 62, 63 next year, as I said. And it just goes in there and it comes out here, and I can't remember it, you know, can't remember it. So we get by. I pick up a word now and again, but we get by. I can count, and, you know, the most important thing is like greetings and, you know, thank people. And also the biggest thing is respect the Thai culture. Absolutely, you know. Hi, Tyrish. Thanks for dropping in. That's all good. Don't forget his channel. As I said, Tyrish and Sassy Man Bruce. Who else have we had on? We have Bronze Thailand, Thailand Digital Nomad. Who else do we have on, guys? And he can't put them up because he's on his tablet. He's not on his laptop. The only way to really get it, Paul, is obviously to live it, I think, you know, which, you know, is the only way. But I'm quite happy with the Thai that I know. Please and thank yous. Can count. Cheers, Dowler, for dropping in. I've gone over the hour. I do apologise. I normally stick to the hour. So I've gone over by 7 minutes. So you can berate me on that one, guys. So thanks, everyone, for dropping in. It's been a great chat. Really liked it. Everyone for behaving yourself. Really good. Love it. So what I say to everyone, thanks for joining in. And enjoy the rest of your day. Or if you are going to sleep, have a great sleep and enjoy tomorrow. But most importantly, guys, is stay safe. Stay safe. See you guys.